to Grumpy Old Men. I am one of the Grumpy Old Men, Eric, as you know.
And I am Tim. I'm the other grumpy old man. So
You're
I think
grumpier.
I'm a little older than you. I'm grumpier and older than Eric.
Older, it doesn't matter. The grumpier for sure, man. With all them damn conspiracies over there, you're plotting to.
Hey, I can't help it that crap's going. I mean, people don't want to believe it, whatever. And I know we're not going to talk about much this week. We're going to talk mainly about sports. But you remember I told you a couple weeks ago where they said that vacations were going to change. How I told you over in Europe, all the people that are in the travel industry, they're talking about not doing A and B. Well, in your free time over the weekend or whenever, look at CNN ran a news article last Friday about vacations as we know it are going to be a thing of the past because all the climate change and all the bullshit. They're going to stop limiting the way we travel, and maybe we should not travel as much as we used to and the way we did because of the climate. In Europe, they're already starting to where if you want to go, so even if I'm American and starting in 2024, if I want to go to Europe, we make the plans, we make the reservations. We also got to go online and fill out a goddamn form for the damn government. This name, birthday, all kind of shit. They run a criminal background check on you and all kind of bullshit. And they anywhere from a 1 week to a 3 month waiting list. So it's coming. But anyway,
Well,
let's
the
talk
good
about
news
the
is
Yankees.
I don't ever go. Oh fuck! No, let's not. Let's not talk. Let's. The trade deadline is passed, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to talk about first. Let's see sports news. Big sports news. The women's soccer team, national soccer team, for the first time, I don't know how long, they are second in their group, squeaking into the knockout rounds.
Oh,
Do you follow that at all?
They lost me when they did that bullshit with the national anthem.
They're still doing it.
They can all hit a tree for all I care. I don't care if it gets they can all hit a tree.
Well, I'm sure they're all hitting carpet.
Yeah, I'm sure they are hitting. They may be hitting each other, but still.
That's right. Some of the way some of them look. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. I just think it's exciting. I think it's cool to watch. But yeah, some of them are just assholes.
Oh, it is cool to watch, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy sport. I mean, I love sports. I mean, I grew up playing and got me a free college education because of it, and the whole 9 yards. But I mean, them and just like them letting men in women's sports. I don't know if you saw I think it was this past week, that in the Australian opener down in Australia, there was the first transgender male who's identified as a female. He won a women's event, holding up the trophy and kissing it. And I'm thinking, you goddamn POS.
What was the event?
You can't cut it in the man's world, and you got to go goddamn enter the women's event that's just so you can win something.
Do you know what the event was?
Yeah, it was a golf tournament. Just search transgender.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that's not fair. A golf tournament? That's not fair.
Yeah, it was a golf tournament. It was one of the women's golf tournaments.
You get to hit from the men's tees? Or women's tees?
No, he probably hit from the ladies' tees because he identifies as a.
They should allow it only if you could hit from the men's tees. Because I'm sure there's some female. That's probably the closest in sport, as far as strength goes. When you do the tees, right? So we have the.
But we've had some women events up here. They don't hit the ball as long as the men. And I play golf, so if I'm a male and decide to put on a wig and say I'm identifying as a female, and I go out there and get a play from the tees, now, granted, he's got to have a pretty good game because he got to be able to chip and putt and all that. I'm not knocking that, but that's just an unfair advantage when you're hitting driver off the tee, and some of these women are hitting 6, 7, 8 irons in the greens, and you're hitting sand wedges and gap and pitching wedges in there. It makes a difference.
Yeah, no, like when they're, what's really funny is just watching a regular PGA Tour event when they're like 175 yards out and they're grabbing their pitching wedge. Like, if I grabbed my pitching wedge from 175 yards out, I'd be hitting it again at 100 yards out and again at 25 yards out. Like,
yeah, some of that gets a little. But sometimes they're playing the bounce into they're getting just the carry yardage of, because I probably hit a pitching wedge about 135 to 140.
Mine goes about 130 or 140, just left or right.
Army golf, left, right, left. You're not sure which way it's going.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna play my slice, and I finally hit it straight into the trees. That's how it usually works.
The one time you play for it, you hit it straight.
Yep.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, just crank the shit out of it for a dog leg and it goes straight. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Bastards.
Oh well. Okay. Anyway,
All right, the Jets. So the
enough of the
Jets.
enough of the soapbox.
Let's go. Let's go to the Jets for a second. So these comments, right, from Sean Payton. Did you see that?
No, what is that with him and it? I saw some of that, but I didn't dig into it. But
Well,
first, wait a minute. If you're going to do this, Eric, you got to do it. We're talking about who?
Sean Payton,
No. What team?
the Broncos,
No,
and the Jets.
the Jets. Jets. You got to do it, man. Come on.
I'm not a Jets fan. Fuck them. I'm a Redskins fan. So I'm so sorry. I'm a Commanders fan. But are you a Jets fan? No way.
No, I'm not a Jets fan. I'm more of a
Okay.
college football fan, but I mean, I love pro football. I mean, I love all football.
Well, the thing I love about college football is that they're still playing for fun.
Now they were playing for fun.
They were playing for fun. Now they're playing
and,
for the stupid
until the NIL deal and the transfer portal. Now it's damn free agency. Now, I think the transfer portal ruined college football. Now, that's just me. People can have different opinions, but it's a free agency now. So I'm going to go play for you, and I don't like the way I'm being treated, or I don't want to work as hard. Well, I'm going to get paid X amount of dollars to go over here and play over here. Then, they can enter the portal and go. But I get the argument that, hey, if I come to play for you, if Eric's my coach and I'm coming to play for you, and halfway through my first season, you decide and somebody offers you the job at USC or something, you leave. Well, you just screwed me too. So, I mean, I get all that.
Yeah.
And they do bring in money for the universities. They should get some sort of payment, but
oh yeah, people come to watch that particular player play, or that coach, right? Nick Saban. How much money has he made for Alabama?
Oh, tons.
Just by being the coach and having good teams every year. But he has good teams every year because people want to come to Alabama because they have a good program. So it has to start somewhere. But yeah, so Sean Payton, basically, I don't know a word for it. I mean, Nathaniel Hackett was the coach of the Broncos last year. Sean Payton basically said what a piece of shit he is, that it was his fault and there's bad coaching. He's never seen any coaching like that, right? I don't know verbatim what he said, but it was bad. So they interviewed Aaron Rodgers, who is now the quarterback for the Jets, and Nathaniel Hackett is a coach for the Jets this year, offensive, I think, coach. And Aaron Rodgers basically said that was tasteless, and you can keep my coach's name out of your damn mouth.
So well, I mean, he's taking up for his guy.
He is, and he should be. And a lot of guys are even saying that on the Jets. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, Aaron Rodgers made a good point saying, Sean Payton, somebody who has had a lot of success in the NFL, a great coach. It is just very strange for him to be classless like that. Come out and
that kind of shocks me, because knowing his track record, and yes, he has been a good coach, and the Saints were really good when he was there. And the NFL is different than college. All those, you got a professional player now. I think that's one of the reasons Saban left the NFL ranks to come back to college, because he didn't have full, total autonomous control, because, you got to be able to deal with all those different egos, and which I get it. I mean, you got to have an ego if you're playing at that level. So I understand that, but you got to be able to massage it, and, anyway, but Sean, that strikes me weird that Sean Payton actually said that.
What was the thing he got suspended for? The targeting? Or he was like, he was putting bounties on other teams' players. He was putting bounties on other teams' players.
Hey, it's only cheating if you get caught.
Yeah, it's true. That's like to say, yeah, all 16-year-olds are having sex. No, they're not. Yeah, they are. It's only the pregnant ones that got caught.
Caught, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was just something in the news. Baseball trade deadline. Good Lord. Man, it's just like Justin Verlander and Matt Scherzer went to the Mets at the beginning of this year. Huge deals. They're both gone. And the Mets decided to pay most of their salary. So the teams that got him, the Astros got Verlander back, and I forgot where Scherzer went. But
so Max is gone from the Mets too.
Yeah, they got rid of Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander, cleaning house because they weren't doing well, and they agreed to take on the Rangers. That's where Scherzer went, was to the Rangers, who were in first place and just needed to bolster their starting rotation. So, so, and like, Steve Cohen, the owner of the Mets, he's just like, yeah, fine, I'll pay $30 million. Just take him. I don't want him anymore. Like, what the fuck? Uh, that must suck to be. Look, I'm a Yankees fan, and they didn't make any trades, but at least they didn't like give Judge away. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, why are you going to trade those two? I mean, that doesn't make you. I don't care how bad they're doing. They could turn it around tomorrow.
yeah, they're not that far out of the wild card spot.
No.
Anyway, St. Louis
So,
here, they sold. I mean, they got rid of everything. Um, they sold the house. They're cleaning house too.
but we got So we got football this week until February. The Hall of Fame game is this week.
That's not
I
real
think.
football. That's not real
Huh?
football. That's not
I
real
know it's
football.
preseason, and I know they're not. I know they're
It's like the
playing the
Pro Bowl.
backups. It is like the Pro Bowl, but still, it is still a football game, and you basically got a football game on TV some way, shape, form, or fashion from now till about February.
Well, for me, it's now until May for volleyball.
So
My
you don't pay attention to football. So what's your
not
so
not a whole lot. Like I don't sit on Sundays and watch games. I'll sit on Saturday and watch games if there's a good matchup on. I'll sit and watch it, and always root against Alabama. And then, but yeah, I don't like sit around and watch football
why are you
ever.
always running against Alabama?
I just why does everybody always root against the Patriots or the Cowboys or the Yankees? It's like it's a great team. I have a lot of respect for Alabama and Nick Saban and that program, but you want to see them lose? Like, hey, you've had your chance. Get the hell out of here. Move aside,
Hey,
buddy.
well, right now it ain't Alabama; it's the
Oh
Dogs, and
no, yeah,
I'm an Alabama fan. So Kirby Smart's the only one, in my opinion, that took what he could from Nick Saban and went and expounded on it. Because I got news for you: as long as Kirby's at Georgia, they are gonna be tough to beat.
yeah, yeah. Well, they lost. Didn't they lose both of the quarterbacks?
That doesn't matter. Just like Alabama did.
That's true.
You
They
just
do. They got another
reload.
one. Yeah, it's the
I
system.
mean,
It's not. It's
what
not. It's the system. It's not the
it's
quarterback.
the system and the coaching, and you got to understand that defense that they got. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm an Alabama
Roll
fan, so
Tide, bleeding red.
exactly. But also, I'm not a hater. I'm like, oh, every other team sucks. Kirby Smart's got a program rolling at Georgia,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
why I
just
hate the
reload.
Astros.
And,
Because they're that's why I hate the Astros, right? I
yeah,
have respect for them. They're a good team, but I'm a Yankees fan, and they always have the Yankees number every single year. It sucks. Oh, here's some baseball trivia. I saw this today, and it was just a cool factoid. Some baseball trivia. 2010 MLB draft was when Aaron Judge was drafted.
damn, he been in the league that long.
Yeah, he came up in the majors in 2016. He's 30. He's 30. 31 maybe, but somebody was drafted before him who is a famous athlete, not in the MLB, in the 2010 baseball draft. I gave you too much information. That's a pretty easy guess now.
2010.
Mm-hmm. This person was drafted ahead of Aaron Rodgers or Aaron Judge in the MLB 2010 draft.
I see. Now we're talking about baseball, so I don't know. Unless was it Murray, Kyler Murray?
No,
No, he was a little later than that.
think a
I
long
don't know.
tenured football player who played baseball also.
Bo Jackson.
Not that long. Russell Wilson.
Ah, I didn't think. How long did Russell play MLB? I didn't think he played that
He
long.
didn't. He tried out a couple times and made teams, but he never played. But he got drafted by the Mariners, I believe, or the
Yeah,
Rangers.
It was may have been the Rangers. It may have been the Mariners. I think it may have been the Seattle. I don't know. I'd have to
Oh,
look
I
it up.
gotta look. But yeah, 2010. I saw that 2010 NFL draft. Judge was drafted after Russell Wilson. They're
Well,
both doing well in
I
their
think they're
respective
doing
sports.
okay. So
Yeah, yeah. If I was Russell Wilson, I wouldn't be like, "Oh no, I'm not doing as well as Aaron Judge in baseball."
I
He's.
mean, how do you think the Jets are going to do in football?
I want them to do well. I want them to do very, very well. I would say, I don't know. Let's put this on paper. I would say, with Aaron Rodgers at the helm and the upgrades they've made on offense, and if they get Delvin Cook, that'll be another one. 10-6, second
Yeah,
in their division.
because they also got Randall Cobb, who
Yes.
they've got a real
Oh,
good.
him and Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I mean that's like Tom Brady and
Yeah,
Gronkowski.
Gronk or Edelman,
Or
any of them.
or the year Owens played, T.O. played, like every ball went to T.O. I remember playing like Madden on the PlayStation, like every ball Brady threw to Owens, it was a touchdown. He just outrun everybody.
But they got Cobb and they got what's his name? Alan Lazard. I think he played. He's been a wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers had his pick. Like, here's what I want to come to the Jets, and they're like, yep. And you see, classiest effing move ever, Aaron Judge, or geez, look, too many Aarons. Aaron Rodgers, like, gave back $35 million a year of his salary so they can go buy more players and make the team better.
No, he don't need the money at this point.
No, and he wants to win. Go spend this money so we can win, please.
Yeah.
He wants to prove to the whole world that it wasn't the Packers organization or anything else. Just like Tom Brady, right? He left the Patriots, went down to Tampa, and won a Super Bowl. It's me. It's not the organization. It's not Bill Belichick. It's me.
Right. So they did some upgrades. They got some good defensive players and everything. Their first part of the season, their schedule's kind of brutal. If they get through that at a reasonable, they're not 0-5 or 0-6. If they can come out 500, they got a chance to make the playoffs.
I think they'll definitely make the playoffs. I don't know about the Super Bowl because they have to get past Cincinnati. They have to get past Buffalo. They have to get past. I think that's pretty much it nowadays, right?
Well, they got to play. I mean, but the first 4 or 5 games of the season, I think they got to play Dallas. They got to go to Denver. Then they got to play like Buffalo, KC, and Philadelphia. I mean,
no way they're losing that Denver game. No way they're losing that Denver game with Sean Payton on the sideline.
Probably not, but
And Dak usually isn't good in the beginning of the year for Dallas.
I ain't never been impressed with Dak. No, don't get me wrong. I respect him. He's he's in the NFL, but I don't understand why Dallas is so stuck on Dak because I think they could have done better.
I say he's above average, but I think you're right. I mean, out of all, how many NFL teams are there? 32?
32.
Out of all 32 teams, I think he's at least
he's
top
in the
15.
bottom. In my opinion, he's not in the top 15.
Oh, sure he is. Come on. Name 15 quarterbacks better than Dak Prescott in the NFL today.
I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want him. Of course, you got Rodgers.
You got Josh Allen. You got Joe Burrow. You got probably what's his name? Trevor Lawrence down in Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence. Patrick Mahomes.
Definitely Patrick Mahomes.
Russell Wilson.
No, I wouldn't put him above Dak Prescott. Not now. Russell Wilson 5-6 years ago? Yeah.
Okay, what has Dak done for the Cowboys? He gets them to the playoffs, and then they look, what has Dak done? I mean, heck, last year don't you remember last year when he got hurt? Everybody was sitting there going, are they going to put him back in? What was that good dude that came in and they were like 7-1 or 5-1?
It was like the 49ers when what's his name came in.
Yeah, when Purdy came in.
Yeah. Speaking of injuries, hold on. I gotta. Did you see last night the Yankees game? They were supposed to start Domingo Germán, their guy that got the perfect game like 7 starts ago or whatever. He was left out with an armpit injury, right? The guy they brought up from the minors, Johnny Brito's pitching, just giving up bombs. It's like 5-0. Domingo Germán starts warming up in the bullpen. The Yankees broadcasters are like, I don't know. Maybe he was involved in a trade and it fell through or something. Like, why? You know what it was? The official injury, ingrown hair follicle in his armpit.
Come on, man.
Making $16 a year, and you're sitting out because you got a sore armpit.
Because you got a hair in your armpit that hurts. We've all had an ingrown hair.
But then he came in the 5th inning and just lights out for the rest of the game. Threw an immaculate game. He gave up like 2 hits. Like if he had started, maybe they would have won the damn game. But
I'm curious to see what the 49ers are going to do because they don't have Purdy's out for the year, and they traded Garoppolo. So
is Purdy out for the year?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He injured his elbow last year in the playoffs. That's why they didn't make the Super Bowl. So I think he had to have surgery. So he's pretty much done for the year.
Oh. The Yankees officially made a trade.
Did they make a trade or not?
They did.
The Yankees did?
Yes.
Who did they trade for?
Some reliever from the White Sox.
Oh my God, who'd they give
The
away?
Baltimore Orioles got Flaherty from the Cardinals. It doesn't say. It doesn't say they gave up anything. Shit.
He might as well. Hey, did you go
I
make the
think this
bet?
fucking shirt off. No, I did not. I thought about that on Sunday. I was like, I don't feel like driving. It's like a 40-minute drive. I didn't feel like driving.
Well, you might have to drive before the year starts to make a couple of football bets.
I'm gonna have to. I'll try. Worst case scenario, I'll just tell my daughter, like, hey, tell your boyfriend I'm gonna Venmo him $500 and put it on his DraftKings account.
Oh, does he live over there?
He lives in Illinois. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's getting ready to be a resident of Illinois next year.
Oh,
Gonna,
really? Speaking of which, you didn't see what the Illinois governor just did?
Oh God, who knows? Nothing surprises me anymore. But go ahead. What did he do?
So last week, I think it was last Friday, anyway, maybe one day last week, he signed legislation that now allows, if you are a non-U.S. citizen, the whole article is if you're an illegal alien. It does not say illegal alien. It says if you're a non-U.S. citizen that has good standing in the country, you're over here. Maybe you're over here on a work visa and everything's fine, but blah blah. Basically, non-U.S. citizens can now be police officers, sheriffs, or anything else. So, you're going to arrest me or pull me over when your ass is illegal or not even a citizen of this country? I don't give a damn what I did. That's some horse shit.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so I know that there's a huge need in the state of Illinois for police. But how can you be an illegal without a social security number and get paid in the U.S.?
No, I said everybody was saying, oh, he was going to let illegal aliens do it, but that's not what he really did. What he did, it isn't illegal aliens. It's non-U.S. citizens that are basically in good standing to be here.
Okay, so like a Canadian who's been here for 10 years could go be a cop.
Correct.
I don't give a shit about that. If I'm doing something wrong, I deserve to be arrested, whether you're a Canadian or like Israeli or Japanese. I don't give a shit.
Shit. I don't want the Israelis coming. The IDF, I don't need them coming.
But if I did something wrong, I don't give a shit. It's my fault. I shouldn't be mad at the person who's the cop.
True. But, that's just one step away. What if he did have illegal aliens? So now I got a damn illegal alien felon trying to arrest me for committing a felony.
Speaking of aliens, we admitted we have aliens and nobody's freaking out about it.
Oh, shit. I know. I saw that. I don't know. Haven't you seen Poltergeist? You don't believe in aliens?
I've seen Poltergeist scared the shit out of me, man. Are you kidding me? That's when horror movies were good, man. When they just fucked with your brain. Nowadays, it's just gore and guts.
Yeah. Oh, Poltergeist, they're back.
That screwed with me bad, man. Because I watched it as a kid.
Oh, well, no, I watched that and Friday the 13th. That was man.
The original Friday the 13th. Yeah, the original Halloween. Now, all those are still.
The one that got me, though, because I was a kid, was The Exorcist. When her head spun around backwards and she's levitating on that bed, and I'm probably 8 or 10 or whatever the heck I was back in the 70s. Yeah, that was a little.
That one, Nightmare on Elm Street, when it first came out, screwed with me. There were so many good horror movies. The Shining, good Lord. Just so many good. Now it's just stupid. It's just blood and gore. I saw a pretty decent one. My daughter likes to watch them, so every now and then I'll sit through one with her at the house. What did we watch? It was The Invite, I think it was called. That was pretty good. About this girl who gets this invite to some wedding over in like England or something. She turns out to be like the sacrifice or something because they needed her blood line or something. I don't know. It was pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
No, I watched the new Transformers this weekend. That was amazing.
I don't even hardly go to the movies.
It was at my house. It was streaming on Paramount. I'm like, oh, sweet, for free. It's still in the movies, but it was streaming for free, so I watched it.
Taylor Sheridan's got a new one out, Special Ops Lioness. You should watch that.
I saw that, but here's the deal for me. Like, there's 3 episodes right now. I don't want to get into that shit unless I can watch it all at once. I'm going to wait.
Yeah, no, that I understand, but what pisses me off about Taylor Sheridan is he don't complete a damn thing. He starts one and gets it going, then he don't complete it.
So many. Like 1883,
1883, 1923, and then you don't complete. Hell, we're still waiting for the final parts of Yellowstone to come out. And
I know. Oh,
When
I got Paramount Network now.
and Yellowstone got really, I don't know, the first 3 or 4 seasons were good. After that, it kind of gets it dragging out.
That's what uh my daughter's stepfather said. That it was he was just like bored with it now. And I'm kind of getting that way with I was getting that way with The Witcher.
Right. I've seen that. Is that worth watching? I keep skipping over it.
Yeah, it is. It's like it takes a little bit to get into, like 1 or 2 or 3 episodes, but once it does, it becomes amazing. But like they did like a Yellowstone, like they released 4 episodes, and now the other 4 just came out for this season, and I watched one, and it was brutal. Like they spent an entire episode just doing some stupid shit on one person, like no action, nothing. Like it was all story. That's just me, but I mean, it's been really good. I haven't watched the next episode. I did start watching a new show on Paramount Plus that I'm thoroughly enjoying called Joe Pickett.
I've seen that too, but I hadn't decided to watch it.
It's really good, really good. Wyoming game warden just gets in all sorts of shit, uncovering just like conspiracies and stuff. It's really good. It's a good show. I can't wait to watch the next episode.
Except my wife will go, "What's it rated? PG-13?" Hell, if it's not TV mature, she probably won't want to watch it.
There's not. I think I saw a butt or two, but it's definitely more than PG-13. It's got to be. There's cursing and swearing. It's not that mild. I haven't seen no titties.
Yeah, PG-13.
The Witcher boy, she'll get a no shortage of that in The Witcher for sure.
Hey, since we're talking about football, let's go through some of
I was
these
talking
prop
about
bets.
titties.
Let's go though. Yeah, we wouldn't. No, you said there wasn't no titties, so we wasn't talking about titties. Now, if there would have been some titties, we could have been talking
All
about
right,
titties.
prop bets for the NFL. Go ahead.
So, all right, Chicago Bears to win less than 7.5 or more than 7.5.
The Bears?
Yeah.
Justin Fields still their quarterback?
Yep.
Also worse than Dak Prescott?
Yep.
7.5 games? Yeah,
Yes.
fuck. I'm gonna go over.
I'll
go over.
If anybody's out there, I'm gonna say your best bet's to go under. They will not win 7.5. They will go on. They will win 7 at the most.
All right, I'm gonna say over.
That's just okay. New Orleans Saints to win more or less than 9.5.
Under. Less.
You're going under?
Yes.
I'm gonna go over.
Who's their quarterback this year? They got what's his shits? They got Garoppolo, didn't they? No, he went to Vegas. They got
he went to the Raiders.
Yeah, the Vegas Raiders. They got some other big name.
Hold on, I'll tell you. They're in the South, right?
Yeah, right on the water.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right by you.
No, they got Derek Carr.
That's right. Ooh. Nope, I'm still going under 9.5 games.
Yeah, 9.5.
Under 9.5 for sure.
All right.
Mind you, people, I do not watch the NFL, so if you're taking my bets, that's on you.
Don't worry, I'm gonna call you in a week or text you in a week and say, here's 2 or 3 bets. I really need you to go bet.
I have a lot of trophies from fantasy football for last place. So
yeah. All right, Arizona Cardinals over or under 5.5.
Over, absolutely over. This is their year. They're gonna make the playoffs. Yeah.
Shit, you're crazy. I go under. The LA Rams over under 7.5.
Stafford still playing? Still their quarterback?
I think
Matthew Stafford.
Hey, they got Stetson Bennett, the mailman from Georgia, as a backup out there.
That's right, but they got rid of a lot of their defense.
Yeah, they did.
What was the number? 7.5?
Mm-hmm.
Over.
Yeah, 7.5.
Over.
Hold on, I'm trying to see who their quarterback is. They're in the West, so the Rams is their QB is.
Who the hell Stafford.
Right now is Brian Rippon. Brett Rippon.
Mark Rippon's kid?
Yeah.
Is their quarterback?
Yeah.
Where'd Stafford go?
I don't know. Is he hurt? Is he retired? I don't know. Maybe he's hurt.
I think he was hurt at the end of the year last year.
Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna say under 7.5.
Over. It's the
Okay.
Rams.
Oh, this one's easy. The Cleveland Browns over under 9.
Over. They got to go
I'm a,
over. They got to go over eventually, right?
yeah. I just don't
Unfortunately,
like.
they're in a tough division, man. You got
I know.
again.
I just
The AFC to me is tougher than the NFC right now, and the potential for it to be tougher. I mean, the Bills, the Jets.
yeah.
Um,
The AFC to me's got more teams that could be good
could be
versus
good, right? Yeah.
versus the NFC. The NFC's got a handful.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say over. Over 9.5 for the Browns. Wait,
No, it's not. It's just
who's
9.
just 9? Who's their quarterback? It's not. What's his name anymore?
It's Deshaun Watson.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm going under. Fuck him.
Yeah,
I
I'd
hate him.
go
Let's go
I would
under.
go.
Under 9.
All right.
8 and 8.
Let's see. What
Oh,
about
8 and
okay?
7 or 8 and 9. They're playing 17 this year, aren't they?
Yep. 17.
Shit. All right, go ahead.
So your boy Dak Prescott in Dallas over under 9.5.
Over 10 or 11 at least.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What you think about who's going to win the Super Bowl? Who's your Super Bowl pick?
Oh,
I know it's
shit.
early.
Oh. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's go with the Jets. The Jets against the Jets and fuck it, the Cowboys. The Jets and the Cowboys. Aaron Rodgers winning.
Oh,
Put your
wow.
money down. Hey, if you got $10, make that bet because you'll win some money.
You'll win a couple hundred.
You can retire.
On that one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hell, just the Kansas City Chiefs are.
Oh shit! Whoops, forgot about them. Damn
Yeah.
it! You just have to get past the Chiefs.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna make it back. For some reason, I think the Bills. I would take the Bills over Kansas City this year for some reason.
I mean, Josh Allen's got a chip on his shoulder, man. He's getting beat by Patty Mahomes a lot.
Yeah, Patty's good now. But it's just that thing of winning every year. You know, it's hard to get back and repeat.
Unless you're Tom Brady, who happens to be an amazing quarterback, and so is Patrick Mahomes. So, and he's got the same team, pretty much same team around him.
True. And still got the same coach.
Yeah. That's a tough one, man. I forgot about.
Know anything about college?
No, but I'll make some prop bets. Let's go. If they're the big name teams, I can kind of work my way. I can fiddle my way around it. You say buzzwords like Georgia and Penn State and Texas A&M.
Hold on, I had some prop bets somewhere
For college.
Yeah,
let's go.
UTEP, University of Texas El Paso.
Yeah.
Are they over or under 5.5?
Oh fuck. They're over the border. That's just all I know.
They got a bunch of illegals playing for them.
Yeah, they do. 5.5? Yeah, over. I like them over. I've heard the name before.
I like that too. Here's a big one, I think. The Wisconsin Badgers. The Badgers. They only got them at 8.5 wins.
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. You know, they got a new coach. That coach from Cincinnati came up there. What's his name? Luke Fickell. I think that's right.
It's like you're asking me news.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know. Definitely. I think over.
Over 8.5. I think that is a real good bet.
Okay.
And they got the Iowa Hawkeyes at 8 wins.
Under.
I think they're gonna go. I think they'll get 9 wins. Here's a good one: Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M. The Aggies. They over or under 8?
Over 8.
That's probably a pretty good bet.
Over 8. I went to one of their bonfires back in 1995. Before they stopped having them. Yeah, A&M bonfires.
I went to an Auburn bonfire the night the gym burned down during the football game.
Oopsie.
The old gymnasium. It was back in the 90s. That who were they playing? I want to say they were playing LSU. And see, you're not batting. I may be mistaken on it, but I think it was LSU. Could be wrong, but if it was, because we were always talking about the LSU voodoo crap, but they had an old gymnasium behind the football field. It burnt to the ground. It caught on fire like during the third quarter and burned during the game. So yeah,
Oops.
that was a nice bonfire that night. So what you think about the Dogs winning the national championship again?
No. Mm-mm.
Don't think so.
No. Don't ask me. It was gonna.
Oh,
Just say.
no. I'm just thinking. Do you think they're gonna
I
three-peat?
no. I don't think so. I don't think so. Actually watched the game last year, and I didn't. I mean, I don't know. No, I'm saying no.
Well, people, I don't think they've got a real good chance. I don't think they will because it's hard to three-peat. I think they're going to lose a game that they shouldn't lose or lose in the playoffs to
To
somebody.
UTEP.
No, they won't you lose to UTEP because I'm not sure they're going to be tested this year because that everybody's talking about Georgia's schedule's not that hard, and it really isn't if you look at it. But you got to understand these schedules were made 4 or 5 years, and they were made years ago. They didn't just
Right.
make it up last. So this has been in place for a while. I think their toughest two games are Florida and Tennessee. The rest of them, they should cakewalk through it. So
Poor Tennessee.
I know.
Poor Tennessee. It's our year. It's our year. Oh no.
Yeah. And what's sad is they got I kind of like Rocky Top, so it's fun to listen to Rocky Top during football season. And
I'm gonna say Penn State is gonna win the national
no, that ain't
championship.
happening.
Because here's why. Because when I was living with my dad and my stepmom, when they moved to Pennsylvania, they like buy like secondhand clothes. And it's always Penn State shit. Like,
Hey,
no,
yeah,
they're not
that's
gonna
back
win.
when
That was back with
Sandusky and that's back when Sandusky
Paterno
and
and yeah,
Papa Joe were around.
yeah, when they were actually winning.
Yeah, they were actually winning, actually doing other things. Sandusky went to jail.
Yeah, they were. Him and Jared from Subway were making a name for themselves.
In more ways than one. Not
That's
making
right.
light of it if that happened to you, but I mean, you had to know that was going on. But I'm on anyway. That's another day, another story. So I just can't.
Penn State's a tough team. They don't just bend over.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. Certain ones did. Come on, man.
What else? All right, you said you had a conspiracy theory. Let's
I did.
take
I
a break
told
from
you.
sports. Let's conspiracy theorize. What do you got? Let's go.
I told you the CNN. I made that comment about the vacations.
The vacations. Oh, that's right.
CNN wrote that article, and you can talk about. Remember, we talked about the central bank digital currency.
Mm-hmm.
They had some footage come out this week from the World Economic Forum, and there's actually a gentleman standing on stage talking about, oh, yes, this would be good. This is good for the countries. And when people don't do what they're supposed to do, you can control their money. Like if you don't want them to buy ammo. I mean, he's literally saying all this shit on the stage. So,
okay. So, okay. Well, the thought I had was, let me finish it. Let me actually spit out of my mouth. So, like when when the UN put sanctions on Russia,
right?
They just shut their shit off. So it'd be good in that aspect, right? Like we don't want them to have any more money to go build some more nuclear weapons and destroy the Ukraine, right? Just flip the switch.
Right. But what they want to do it with you when you ain't got darn complying.
They're not going to stop me from buying fucking Cheetos at Walmart. They don't give a shit.
They don't care about your Cheetos, but they do care about if you're buying your goddamn 22 rounds or 30-06 rounds that are, for that guns that sank at the bottom of the river during the boating accident.
Hey, I honestly don't own any guns. Seriously, I don't.
Me either.
No, I really don't. Never have. Other than, I didn't even own it when I was in the military. But yeah, I don't have it. I don't own it. I've thought about it for quite a while.
Uncle Sam on that one.
My 16-year-old wants to learn how to shoot, so maybe I'll go buy one.
You should teach her how to shoot.
You can walk into a pawn shop here and I can have one in an hour.
You're right.
They just run the background check real quick, and
exactly.
I'm clean. Mine's clean. I'm perfectly fine. But yeah, maybe I will. Maybe that'll be our cool summer thing next summer when she's done volleyball.
That should be your father-daughter. You should teach her how to defend herself.
I have no doubt they can defend themselves, but to be able to shoot would be cool. I know my oldest. I know Destiny would do it. My middle one probably wouldn't be too hip on shooting a gun, but Mia definitely wants to shoot a gun. My youngest. She's in Florida right now with her mother.
Yeah, both of my children know how. Both my son and my daughter.
Destiny just got back from Mexico.
Now that's crazy. I wouldn't be doing that. You mean, we had the woman and her daughter get kidnapped in Haiti.
Well, they went to Mexico. It's just like a well-known resort. They didn't leave the resort,
No,
but
that's a smart thing. I wouldn't leave
yeah,
the resort either.
they paid for all of it. They're like, we're just gonna sit here and drink. We paid for this and eat. Well, my daughter overdid it one night, and the last day they were there, she was just like by the toilet, just throwing up the whole day.
We've all done that. Oh,
Oh yeah, especially when it's free and you don't got to pay for
I'm
it.
not
Oh
going to drink anymore.
yeah, I'm never drinking again. I
So,
usually start drinking again.
I got to tell you this. So, I'm not mentioning any names. So, we went to a friend's house last weekend. They just got a
Bill.
pool. They just got a pool in their house. So, he's been talking about this for months since they putting it in. Oh man, come on, you got to come swimming, blah blah. But I said, okay. So, it was me and my wife, another couple friend of ours, and him and his wife. So we go to their house. Now you got to understand, I socially drink. My wife socially drinks. The other couple socially drink. This guy's wife don't ever drink. She might have a sip here or there. She doesn't do a whole lot, much of nothing, because normally she's our designated driver. That's what we use. I mean, she's really good about that.
I cannot wait for the end of this story.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
She was like, you know what? I'm not going to drink, but, and then we may or may not have, some people there may or may not have had some gummies,
Mm-hmm.
some CBD gummies,
recreational gummies.
Recreational gummies. When you're not feeling really well and you need to
pot. It's legal. Yeah. You can say pot. It's legal.
I know. So anyway, and these gummies have got nerds on them. So,
okay.
And these kind they will mess you up. So we're saying, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have some," and she you gotta realize she's straight laced. She don't do any of that. Now she'll party and have a good time. She just don't drink or anything like that. She's our DD. Well, we told her like, no, you need to take half of a half, basically a quarter of this gummy, because my wife and her friend are professionals. Let me tell you, so you need to take half of a half, take a fourth. And we kept telling them, give it time to work, give it time to work. So she took a fourth, and about 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, she was like, man, I don't feel anything. This ain't working. So her and her husband snuck back inside, and they took the other half of the fourth. Oh, so basically, she had a half. Mm-hmm. Son, that was the funniest thing, because she got that shit kicked in about 10 minutes later. She was man, I'm hungry. Man, she ate up she never eats. She's about this big. She don't eat crap. She ate up the whole kitchen. We had all kind of food. She was eating all she could eat and was giggling and laughing and rolling to the point she finally passed out because it messed her up so bad. But oh my God, we got such a kick out of that. We did call and check on her the next day that she was fine. But oh my gosh, that was hilarious. So it was a good weekend last weekend.
Have you seen that TikTok where the guy, it's like the black guy in his car, he's crying. It's like, why you white people got to make your gummies so strong?
I haven't seen that.
Oh, he's like, why you guys got to make your gummies so strong? He said, I just wanted to come to Target, and now I'm stuck in the parking lot, sitting here in my spaceship, and I had to call my friend because I don't know how to fly a spaceship, and it's freaking awesome. It's so awesome.
For those of you that have never taken one, you need to try it at least once.
Never taken one.
You need to try it at least one time.
No, thank you.
I tried it one time. My wife talked me into it. She was like, here, you need to try. I took a half of one. And it was the kind I didn't realize there was different types. There's kind that really do like, mushrooms and make you freak out, psychedelic stuff. And there's some that just kind of calm you down, like you're in meditation. She gave me half of one of them. I literally thought I was going to die. I thought my heart quit beating. Man, I mean, I turned white as a goat. She literally did. I scared her to death. Because, I mean, I don't get excited too much. I'm fairly calm most of the time. And she was like, man, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't feel too well right now. And so, I was checking my pulse half the night just to make sure my heart was still, because I really thought I was about to stop.
My oldest takes them all the time. She has the gummies. I think she smokes too. But again, it's like tattoos, right?
Yeah.
It's so commonplace. Now it doesn't bother. The smell bothers me. I hate the smell of pot. It's the worst. Absolutely. Or like my 16-year-old daughter's car, when I bought it, was fine. But like once it started getting hot out and heated up the inside of that car, obviously the people that owned that car before us were heavy pot smokers because my daughter's like everywhere she's walking and she's like, Dad, I smell like pot wherever I go. So, actually gonna have it detailed this weekend while she's away in Florida. She doesn't know that though.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. Well, look, man, it was fun. Hey, look, we got a lot of sports. We need to earmark this episode so that we can go back and see how awful I did or how well I did. Shit, I don't know. Or maybe I'll take all those bets and just take $1. Just take $1. $10.
Oh no, I'm telling you, I'm going to text you in a couple before the season kicks off because it got to be done before the season kicks off. I'm gonna pick 2 or 3 that I really, really like. And I'll Venmo you, whatever. Venmo your whoever you was talking about.
Yeah.
Tell them to make these
Christian.
bets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let her. I'll ask her. Ask her. Make sure he still has the account active. If not, I'll be like, just get it active. If you have to pay, I'll pay for it to be active. Whatever. I don't care.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be fun, man. It's always fun to do this. You know.
Oh, I wish I wish our state made it legal to bet because I'd love to bet on football, but you know.
I'm glad it's not. Like I'm too lazy to drive, or else I'd be over there every weekend.
If I could do it from an app, sheesh.
Here's the problem, right? I'm going to the casino, and I have, let's say, $300 in cash in my hand. Well, it's in the same parking lot as Larry Flynn's Hustler Club.
Yeah, but do
I want to guarantee I'm going to see titties or maybe win some money?
Right, you're going to guarantee something that's only there for a short moment. Where if you go in the other direction and you may lose. But if you win that bet, then you got a little change in your pocket.
Then I can get the VIP table at that place in the parking lot.
Then you can go
make
back
it rain,
and you can
baby.
go in the VIP lounge, and then you know it's a win-win.
All right, fine. Or a lose-lose, whiwhichever.
Or lose-lose. Yeah. You're correct either way.
All right. Well, it'll be fun, man. We'll look back on these. So next week, let's see. What are we? This is August. Nothing major. Football will be starting. We'll talk about the Hall of Fame game, see how that went, and then we'll. I don't know. Talk about
it's all preseason up till kickoff and
whatever's going on in this world, man. Talk about the Yankees blockbuster trade.
I mean, we can, I can always, they're about, I think Biden's really in hot crap now. So his crime syndicate family's about to crumble. So we can always talk about, stupid. There's always stuff to talk about, but I was giving people a break.
We'll figure it out, man. Well, I appreciate the break, and it was fun to talk about sports, even though I know nothing about college football. But it'll be fun to see where the Cowboys land this year. It'll be fun to see where Dak Prescott lands and all the other shit we talk. I want to see the Jets do well. At least, AFC Championship against the Chiefs, right? That means the Broncos didn't make it. That means Aaron Rodgers did well. Yeah, he's got a lot to prove.
I don't think the Broncos making it. I think the Jets.
No,
but you got to realize if the Jets make it, then Buffalo can't make it because they're in the same division.
Yeah, I know.
So they would
Aaron Rodgers, look, he's got something to prove.
He does, but
and he built his team. He built the team he wanted, pretty much. So they weren't bad last year.
No, they weren't. They should definitely see. I think their offense averaged 17.5 a game or 18 a game. That should go up to 22, 23.
Now you throw Aaron Rodgers in there, a couple extra good receivers, and a bolstered defense. Forget it. Forget about it. You know that. The coach is just like,
It would be good for the Jets to win. It would be good for the Jets to win. Just to have the Jets fans have some. They ain't had anything good since what? Namath was around.
Super Bowl 1.
Yeah, or Super Bowl 3, I think it was.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch the season progress. But maybe we should start our own little fantasy football league.
We can.
I haven't played fantasy football in so damn long.
I ain't played fantasy football in 3 years. But see, the only thing I hate about fantasy football really is you got to stay on top of that every week. You got to
try playing fantasy baseball.
Oh, hell no. At least the football I had a week, but then you got to figure out who's playing who and
who's sitting, who's not sitting, and
who's sitting, who's injured, and all that. And we did that for a couple of years, and I'm like, damn, this is like work.
You know what? So Yahoo, and I did this a few years back, and I wonder if they still have it. Yahoo has like this thing where you can bet. We can, split, maybe like $20 a person, put $40 in there. It could be the grumpy old men football team. We can see how we do throughout the year. See if we make money or we lose it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we can
do
talk about what we're going to do to the team on this podcast. And then we can make those changes and see how they go.
True. Well, check on it because we got a couple of weeks. Then that means I'm going to have to go get a fantasy book and figure out who the hell we drafting.
Yeah. You know, everybody's picking Rodgers in the first round this year. Everybody is. There's no Brady. Who else they picking? Mahomes. Mahomes and Rodgers, man. Be first off the board.
Oh, by all means, they'll be first off the board. Then we're going to have to play the quarterback shuffle the rest of the year.
I think, but what it is I don't think it's a draft. I think it's anybody can have Aaron Rodgers, but you have a spending limit. You have a salary cap.
You basically got I got like $1,000 and Aaron Rodgers is 500. So now I got.
Well, no, it's millions. So like you have,
but I'm just using.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Numbers. That's exactly it. Yeah. So everybody could have Aaron Rodgers, but it's the rest of your team that you built around it. So I think that's the way it was, and it's fun. You know, you see how you did that week. All right, cool. I'll check it out. All right, brother. Well, hey, I'm gonna go watch the Yankees lose another game because they get this blockbuster deal for this reliever that they got. I'm so mad.
That's a heck of a reliever, man. Heck of a reliever.
All right. Well, hey. Oh, I get my tattoo finished up tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna put another dragon in here, right in here.
How long is he expecting you to be there for them? A couple hours.
Hour. He won't. He's fast. He's fast. So he's going to highlight my old one. He's going to fill in my armpit and then put that dragon on my forearm. So
cool.
All right, brother. Have a wonderful week. Good to see you as always. Like, subscribe, comment, send me a freaking email. I open up that email and it goes just dust.
We'd like one email. Some dog fan out there send us an email why they're going to three-peat.
All right. Yeah. Or, hey, Eric, your picks are bullshit because blah, blah, blah,
exactly.
blah, blah, blah.
We're good with that, too.
All right, man. Have a wonderful night. Great to see you as always.
All right, you too, man.
Talk to you soon. Bye.